for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end it.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Way cool to kick off for Atlanta.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Mariota airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Gain of 52 yards.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A first down throw for Mariota. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
And goal at the 13-yard line.
Second down and goal. Mariota. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Third and goal. Mariota. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
It is good.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss, left side, it's Hill. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Mariota going to run on the option.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to keep this again.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former 1st-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the Falcons, 45.
From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
On second down, Hill. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 36.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. He's going to take off. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mariota. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And an incomplete pass.
Mariota's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
This is out quickly to the right, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17. Falcons nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And nothing but daylight ahead.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had it.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards.
Check 26, check 26. Swing. 22.
A first down carry for Davis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run it again here with Davis. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. First down, Mariota. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Mariota. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On 1st down, Davis. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Ryan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
Following the interception here, Mariota going up top for Miller. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 37, Falcons nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones.
That's good.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Check, check. Lucky. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They run again with Logan. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Today's final score, Buccaneers 37, Falcons 3.